Hello and welcome to the Chao Garden. Back again with Muramasa the Demon Blade. I just woke up. It is the following day, actually, after having completed Momohime's campaign. I don't have any responsibilities until later today, and this is the only time I'll have free to myself to get a little Muramasa in, so I figured why not. If you had been watching already and you enjoyed Momohime's campaign, then I'm afraid that I have to say we gotta start over. We have to start with Muso difficulty, because I'm pretty sure the achievements that I needed to get don't require the harder difficulty. And we have to play as Kisuke. I don't really remember a whole lot about Kisuke. I'm sure every time I start the game, it defaults to highlighting Momohime, and her design, I think, is, personally, I think it's way more interesting than Kisuke. But for some reason, I get the impression that there's going to be more to him than meets the eye. He just looks kind of like an edgy character, and I wonder if that's actually going to be true or not. Maybe there's going to be more to him. Alright, so I have this 10-minute time limit for beating, I think, the first boss, and then there's a level restriction for every single story boss. It looked like it goes up by 3 or so levels per boss, up until the final boss appears to be level 30. I'm not allowed to be over level 30. So I just have to kind of rush at the beginning, unfortunately. I want to take my time, but right now I need to focus on getting to this first encounter in 10 minutes. After that I can take my time, but I need to avoid fights, like I was trying to do in the Momohime side of the campaign, but ended up being unnecessary. Changed some more settings as well. I think I misspoke. I said I had like an AMD 50 series or something, but of course I had NVIDIA on the brain when it comes to graphics cards, because I was having some issues in the last couple episodes with screen tearing and whatnot. I have an AMD 9070 XT. I don't know why I forgot what it was called after I spent so many months doing research to figure out which graphics card to get, but yes, I have an 9070 XT. I was having the problem, though, that this game was having really bad screen tearing with VSync off, but turning VSync on was giving me that stuttering, I think. Or at least it helped to turn it off. Oh, I forgot the frame rate counter in the top right. Well, that will help with the performance. I'll try to remember to turn that off after this one, but yeah, that should help monitor the performance of the game. Can't believe I forgot that on. Seems pretty stable though so far. So I had to go into my graphics card settings and turn on a specific setting to natively have like VSync on. I don't know if that's boring for some people to hear about, but yeah, I don't like the AMD Adrenaline software and settings that it has compared to NVIDIA's. I forget what their software is called, but NVIDIA's version of it I was so much more familiar with, and it just seemed easier to use, but I digress. I guess it's just that familiarity. Having to relearn all these systems that I had gotten used to over the course of like 15 plus years or however long it had been. Not sure if time in menus and stuff will count towards this achievement, like how much I'm gonna have to hurry if I have to skip the dialogue from the first few characters. Like, I want to put on smoke bombs to avoid fights, but I don't know if that... Oh, do I even have smoke bombs? Oh, that's kind of cool. That's like Moonlight, but slightly altered. So Kisuke's downward attack, the slide, it looks like it has better range. I can't quite tell. Momohime's sword is like angled in such a way that it drives this huge wedge. So I feel like Kisuke's version has more range, but less like vertical lift. If that makes any sense. Again, for as long as I live. You betrayed us. Why did he say that? I don't remember anything. Okay, so Kisuke's a ninja. Our master has sent ninja from every province. He's trying to leave this order, and they're going to kill him for doing so, but he has amnesia. He doesn't remember this. Strange, interesting. I'm just trying to get through the dialogue as fast as possible on this timer. Oh wow, big time Sekiro vibes here in this field. Oh, I fought some of you guys before. I have no idea how much time has passed since I started, so I'm hoping I can beat this guy. Nice. No. Blue flame. Oh, just depleting his health bar the one time was enough to get experience for beating him. Oh my god, this guy has so much health. Oh man, I didn't think that this boss was gonna take so much punishment. Oh, I'm leveling up. I don't want that. I can't believe how much health this guy has. I really didn't think the first boss was gonna take so long. Oh, hurry up. Oh my god, we got it. I can't wait to see like how much of the video, like the length of time it took me to get to that and beat that boss. And then it's still not over once you deliver the final hit. You have to get the sword obtain animation. Oh, hey, hold on. This is a different character. Yuzuruha. I guess I didn't think about the fact that Kisuke might not share the same companion, but it just happens to be another kitsune. Okay, yeah, now I can relax a little bit. Now there's not a strict time limit. I hate having to rush because it feels like... I think I explained it before in the Momohime campaign when I thought I was on a timer for her too. It's like, you can't really enjoy all the scenery and dialogue and stuff. You're on a time crunch. You have to be mashing through stuff, and games aren't usually so nice as to like pause whatever time. Well, you're usually not privy to when the timer is and isn't running. Sometimes it pauses for dialogue, sometimes it doesn't when you're in a menu. Because this is retro achievements, I'm confident it was probably just running the entire time from the moment I hit start as Kisuke. God, look at his eye. I mean, it's probably both of his eyes, but I can only see the one. He's got like that L from Death Note. That huge like black mark under his eye, like he's just so sleep deprived. His skin is so pale. I love the skulls just dangling from his waist. Like, why do you carry those around, bro? The more I look at him, the more I actually do like his design. Look at, is this canon that Yuzuruha and the other one, I'm forgetting now her name, that was in Momohime's campaign, that Kisuke and Momohime are able to both forge Muramasa blades at the same time? Obviously the two run into each other in their campaigns, so their stories must actually be happening simultaneously, but how can they both forge Muramasa blades at the same time? Sword that won't return to its sheath until it sees blood. Yeah, that line has stuck with me for many years. I feel like I've repeated that to other people. Like it's a fact that that was the legend of Muramasa, and I'm not sure if it comes from this game or not. Yeah, Kisuke and Momohime technically both start with 3 Muramasa blades as well. What a coincidence. Hiro. Alright. Now I can kind of relax. So, healing items were not carried over. None of my equipment was carried over. Hell spinner. So I need to be very careful to avoid fighting for real this time. I did not need to make a second save. I don't know why I thought I had to, but... Another side effect of me recording this the very next day is that I still haven't adjusted the stream setup, so we're still rocking the model. Just a full screen game, little achievements in the corner there. I think that at this point, not a lot of the series has actually debuted. I've been putting them up on YouTube, but I stagger the releases by a couple days apart, just so that there's like a little treat. Pretty much every time you go and check YouTube, might be a new episode out. And that helps me too, because I just haven't had the time. Especially the first couple sessions I got in were weeks apart, so if I didn't release them like that, I would have either been hoarding them up till now, or there would have been a bunch of episodes out at once, and then like weeks of nothing. I just feel like if I was a video watcher, I'd be so invested at first. I'd be like, oh, where's the next episode? And then if I didn't see it, I'd kind of shrug and be like, oh, well, I guess I'll hope to see the next one. And then I might not. I might miss the next one. And then the algorithm wouldn't really feed it to me, and I'd miss the remainder of the series. I don't know. Not trying to play into the algorithm, but trying not to shoot myself in the foot either. Yeah, so I haven't gotten any feedback because the episodes in which I'm trying these different formats haven't exactly come out. Let alone had enough time where people would actually watch them and be able to give me that feedback. So if you're seeing this one, you know, still feel free to let me know what your favorite way to view the game was. Your favorite viewing experience. Was it interesting to have the little Chao model? I always have that thing on stream, but for Let's Plays, I'm not sure. I'm assuming once I beat the game at least, that I'll get access to all the equipment from both characters, right? It seems strange that I wouldn't. Pretty sure that this is the same dialogue as Momohime. Oh wait, her swords aren't unlocked. Okay, yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to beat the campaign first. Mad tummy. Berry Blaze. No spirit, because I'm not eating food yet. Crazy. So maybe the two characters don't share like items across the map. Oh shit. I just remembered I'm not supposed to be fighting guys. I shouldn't be checking rooms. I should just be going from A to B. That's my main objective here. I don't know where the item was, but I won't worry about it. So this campaign might be a little shorter. I mean, it definitely should be if I'm gonna only be level like 30 at maximum compared to Momohime. We were in the 40s, I think, by the time I beat the game. Alright, do we have to go down? Yes. Well, that goes down and to the right. Hello.
つかぬことをお聞きしますが、和尚様を見かけませなんだか。私は一休といって近くの寺のものですが、和尚様が毎夜何かに取り憑かれたように出かけられるのです。心配なので後をつけてきたのですが、この界隈で見失ってしまいました。
The Osho. Who or what is Osho? I'm not getting any encounters either. What's that about? Is it because Kisuke is a ninja? Is that some manner of storytelling? Is it because of the difficulty? Oh, okay, that's neat. We'll spin. Alright, come on, come on, come on. I get bonus XP for, like, taking no damage and stuff. Obviously, I don't want to take damage, but getting more experience for doing so is kind of the opposite of what I want to be doing as well. Catch-22. I guess it's not exactly a catch-22, but close enough. Right? I'm still kind of in a hurry in some ways because I just don't want to spend enough time to get into fights. I don't really know how fights are triggered. If I am not touching the ground, if I'm like higher up in the air, well, I can just not fight these. Which unfortunately I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stand here. If I'm running through areas and like jumping and close to the top of the screen, is that gonna have any effect on the encounter rate? Woolly eyeballs. I was gonna even ask, like, what are those things called? But got my answer. Monka. Yeah, what do you think, Monka? Just now thinking about the, like, hot springs in Hollow Knight. It's a really good game. There are hot springs in, like, Silk Song? I think there's, like, a bathtub that you can soak in and heal. But I remember in Hollow Knight specifically, the first one, that there's hot springs all over the game world. I think you could have conversations with people that you'd happen to find there, kind of like in this game. Oh, I do have to turn around. Barriers now stretch across this land. Who put them there? Wow, 19 experience for the boar. Feels like more than I was getting for some of the enemies. No, what? I was supposed to continue going left. Ugh. Oh, let me go. Oh, in some ways, thankfully, these guys aren't worth very much XP. That barely moved the bar. So I don't have to, like, tab out. Oh, I don't know where my phone is. Not within reaching distance. I was going to pull up the achievement list and see what level is the first boss supposed to be beaten at. In some ways, I can definitely tell that I'm not on hard mode anymore. I'm on just like normal difficulty or easy, depending on how you want to look at it. Oh, staying near the top of the screen doesn't seem to help. I don't think I can just ignore this guy. I feel like I'd be trapped in a fight with him until he was defeated. Oh, wow. Here already. I feel like this was a few chapters in for Momohime. For an item. Recovery pellet. When am I going to get a piece of equipment? Anything. That room's not even covered on the map. That scares me. Whoa, what hit me? Hayate. The Destroyer of Fate. 43 out of 108. So that must be how many total swords there are? Although that's interesting. Does that mean Kisuke has less than Momohime? I'm pretty sure Momohime's was something about Oboro style. And she had 55. But if there was another 55, we'd be at 110 total swords. So Kisuke has 53 swords? Is that math? Is that how math works? I wonder why the difference. Fairy Blaze, Iron Wall. Yep. Kind of cool. They have different names and like elemental effects for pretty similar abilities, if not the same abilities. Whoa, what was that? Did it just hit them with like an instant fireball or something? Go. Oh. Smoke bombs. Nice. That's what I needed. There's an item in there somewhere, okay. Oh my god. What a room. Can't even see it on the map, like the entire verticality of that room. Well, I only got into a couple fights that were, like, optional, I'd say. I didn't really have smoke bombs. I don't think I've seen a shop yet. Definitely not one in this zone. I couldn't buy smoke bombs. I couldn't make smoke bombs, so I shouldn't be over-leveled for this, right? I can pull up the little tracker. Level 5, it looks like, if I'm reading... I'm just looking at this number on the achievement, I think, without having to highlight it. The hook for Kisuke's story, I think, is stronger for me personally. Momohime's was confusing because it's like he got body snatched by this spirit, but you have to like piece that together after a few different cutscenes and like bits of dialogue before you even know that that's what happened, because it happens before the start of her like campaign. Kisuke's is immediately like, oh hey, you're a ninja and you're fleeing our clan and you don't remember. So there's like this mystery. Like even the main character doesn't know what's going on. For me, that's interesting. I know amnesia's overdone, but... Oh, okay. That's what the skulls are about. That explains why when you turn your sprite, you have 3 skulls on either side. Kind of a good way to contextualize it. Whoa. Guy looks like one of the guys from Gorillas. Oh, Yukinojo. Why are you here? What? Forgotten the face of your employer. Ah, the barrier was actually protection, not just a video game thing. Okay, I was literally just thinking that, oh, they just put those barriers up? Why? And his name is just Evil Monk. Again, strange. If you play Momohime's story, he's immediately revealed to be, what's his name, Ronkai? It's like not a mystery, but in Kisuke's campaign, his identity isn't revealed to you. He's just Evil Monk. Strange. Wow, what a cool visual. Oh, hello. Oh, it's individual little, like, sections turn into skulls. Well, I feel like I would have been able to get a good multi-hit combo off, but thankfully as Kisuke, I don't have to do that anymore. Well, maybe it's just because I'm fighting this centipede who has... Oh my god, it's split into two. Ugh. Oh, this is so... I hate bugs. No. So is its body like regrowing a head and splitting, or am I only supposed to be dealing with the head? Oh! Yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to be fighting the entire length of the body here, like if that's important to my objective or not. Oh, hello. This is like really satisfying at least. God, this feels like I'm just slamming my head into a wall. Am I doing the right thing? Probably supposed to just focus on the head. Cut the head off, cut the tail off. No, some of its parts are flying off now. It just had a ton of health. It's staggered if I cut the head off or the tail off, I think. That's the point of doing that. It's so small. Okay, leveled up. More? I thought there were only two. I feel like I'm gonna level up on accident. $637 hits. They're not really keeping track, and this fight makes it easy to do that, but... I don't know if this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna level up. No! What did I do wrong? Dang. Well, I beat the fight, but I wasn't supposed to do it like that. No, wait. Smoke Bomb Enjoyer. What? I did get it. After starting the fight, level 5 or lower. Oh. Okay. Okay. Understood. Whew, what a relief that is. I didn't actually read the text of the achievement. I just saw the picture and was like, oh, a 5. Thank God I don't have to redo that. That would have been such a pointless exercise.
なかなかどうして惜しいやつ。殺すのは役立ててからでも遅くはあるまい。
Something is sneaky about Yukinojo. He's in both campaigns. Here he is like, Kisuke is going to be of use to me. I better not kill him. Jinkuro in Momohime's campaign mentioned something like, oh, you want to steal my body snatching art for yourself, don't you? And I thought he was just like projecting, but maybe he was right. Maybe Yukinojo's up to something.
たぶらかしよったな、キスケ。化け物などこの世におるものか。まんまと現実を食ろうだが、もう騙されぬぞ。
おい、さっきの続きが聞きてえ。ミノで一体何があった？
鳴神藩のひた隠す宝刀を奪いに行く使命じゃった。公儀は気に食わぬ小藩の落ち度を探し取り潰しておる。徳川に近畿の村正を隠しておれば理由に不足はない。お主はなぜかその刀を持って逃げようとしたんじゃ。
怨霊を切り伏せたその構え。伊豆田甚九郎と同じ剣を使う者が他にも。
Whoa, wait, what? We also use Oboro style?
その方を殺すのはちと惜しゅうなってきた。どうだ、キスケとやら、腕を試してみぬか。申し出を受けるなら、伊賀の上人らに働きかけ、抜け人一匹赦免いたすように説得してやらぬでもないぞ。
うさんくせえ話だが、突っぱねるのは早計か。このままじゃ、この先どこへ行ってもおちおち道も歩けやしねえや。
I like that his scarf is just always flowing. Like, I'm not moving. I doubt that there's any wind in here. No one else's clothes seem to be moving around. It's possessed.
九段の鳴神で藩主鏡の娘虎姫が改易を不服として藩徒となって伊吹山に立てこもっておる。捕らえたいが姫に化け物がついたとの噂が立ち、少々手を焼いておる。その方なら化け物など物の数ではあるまい。伊吹山の鬼となりし鳴神の姫、公儀の手の者より早く召し取ってみせい。できれば晴れて自由の身じゃ。
Something seems pretty fishy about that. So, this series of achievements to start fights under a certain level, pretty scary because if I screw up, especially later in the game, the only recourse is to start the entire game over again. And the later in that I mess up, the more of the game I have to go back through just to recover. Scary to think about, but I know, I'll just get all the achievements the first attempt. Then I have nothing to worry about. Ozake. I had this issue with a Shaman King game. I could have already talked about this, but I played this Shaman King game for the Game Boy Advance called Master of Spirits. Good game, Metroidvania. And when playing it, I had this issue where, like, I had beaten the game without realizing I'd missed this, like, achievement. I don't think it was marked as missable by the authors. To this day, I don't know if they've ever gone back and marked it. But it is for sure missable. You have to, like, talk to a certain character at a certain point in the story in order to unlock the item. But I beat the whole game before, like, thinking I needed to check, because that's just my style. Only focus on the missables, beat the game, then go clean up. So I had to go back through, like, at least half the game in order to reach the minimum requirements of obtaining this item. Pretty annoying. I guess that's just the topic of I missed an achievement once versus, like, being directly comparable to what I was just talking about with this game, but, you know. Where is this item? Inezumi dress. No burning. Well, I didn't necessarily need that, but it was available to me. The spin to face me.
うめえことべっぴんに化けるもんだ。女は化けると話には聞くが。
キスケ様、お気をつけくださいませ。化けていなくとも女は怖いものでございますよ。
I'll get to the next, like, save point before the boss. You know, I wasn't kidding. I really did wake up and then just, like, go immediately to my computer. Well, I brushed my teeth and got dressed and whatnot, but I kind of, like, beelined it to my computer to come play this game because I know I'm on a bit of a time crunch. To have any opportunity to play more. But I haven't eaten. I haven't had my morning coffee yet. I need to get that done now that I've gotten at least a little bit of time in. I don't know, I was thinking about this game a lot last night after I stopped playing. I ended up stopping at exactly, like, the right time. I don't know, it feels weird to get into, like, the explicit details of, like, what I'm doing and why I'm busy and whatnot, but suffice to say, I do become busy lately. I'm hoping that next week, because my finals for school are done. I did everything. I think I'm just totally done. I should really check. I have one class that I might have something for, but I don't think so. It's weird. 3 of my 4 classes had an explicit, like, final task. For one of them, it was a test, an exam, and then 2 of my classes, it was like a comprehensive list of different tasks that I had a couple weeks to do to demonstrate what I learned overall. And then for my 4th class, just, like, nothing. I haven't had to do anything in that class for, like, 2 weeks, and I'm really confused. It doesn't seem right. It's an intro class, so maybe there isn't, like, a comprehensive testing. But it just feels strange. Something about it feels off. Like, why wouldn't I have something to turn in at the very end of the semester? But I feel like I've checked 3 or 4 different times, and there isn't anything else to do. But today is Wednesday. I believe that means today is quite literally the final day. No more to be done, so I should really prioritize making sure, absolutely sure. And then after that, I have the summer off. I'm not taking summer classes like I was originally going to. Kind of decided against it at the last minute. Even if I do summer classes this year, that would mean I don't have enough classes that are offered during the summer that I would have anything to do next year. So if I take them this year, I won't have anything to do next year, and vice versa. So I just decided, well, this year I'd rather have that time to myself. Ninja Gauntlet. It was called something different for Momohime, I think. Quick Draw. Quick Draw is an attack power increase? What? I'm confused. Accessories of Edo. Hold on. Where's the achievement tracker? Learn all 20 recipes on either character. Collect all 55 accessories on either character. So they're not shared? Really? That's kind of lame. I would have thought, as I expressed earlier, that beating the game would unlock all the stuff I had gotten on them for the other character. Isn't that strange? They both could just unlock the same stuff, but...
その年で一人旅なんて抜け参りでございましょう。
600 spirit. Oh, that looks so interesting. Oh wow, it's not completely clear jelly like it looked like. What an interesting dessert. Bean dumpling covered by a clear outer layer. Mizu manju. I'd love to try that.
お伊勢さんまでは目と鼻の先やで。
今日は行さん走ったで、もうヘトヘトや。ちーと早いが、もうしまいにしとくわ。
I am getting a little more impatient with the dialogue now. I have that problem. The more I play a game, the more... like, I just want to get to the gameplay. I'm not as interested as I might typically be in hearing out, like, all the dialogue. Especially so when I can't actually understand what they're saying. And I can read it so much faster. So, I don't know. This is like a... That's the Issei region. That's like one of the last ones you go to as Momohime. That's why that shop seemed familiar. Like it had the same food that I remember seeing at the end of the Momohime run. But yeah, I'm definitely like a gameplay mechanics first sort of person, so I tend to get impatient. Not so much that I'm straight up skipping cutscenes just to play the game, but I start forwarding animations. Actually, a big problem I have, like a personal problem that I have when playing games, not with the games themselves, but if you offer me something that lets me skip like animations, I start using that like very early in the game. I only need to see the animation a couple times, and then I very quickly feel like, oh yeah, I've seen this before, okay. The same ghost I ran into as Momohime. I'm trying to even think of what's an example of a game that has such a thing. Like Zelda games don't have it, but you can imagine in something like, let's say, Ocarina of Time. You know, there's that big, like, chest opening animation? And it plays the jingle. Maybe that's a little different, because those games very rarely have those big chest opening animations, and there's like this anticipation that builds up that's rewarding to sit through. You're like, ooh, what am I gonna get? What am I gonna get? And then it's either the half of the compass or like a big item. Maybe a bad example. Man, I can't even think of one now that I want to. I don't know why I'm fighting that. But you know, in a game that's maybe has something similar, opening chests, and there's like an animation for doing so, I'd watch it like 2-3 times. And then I would just start skipping it the rest of the game. Like, I think I've seen it enough. Whereas I know many people would feel it's rewarding to always watch it. Maybe I would be skipping it in a Zelda game, if given the option. I don't know. I don't think these guys give a lot of experience. It was one of my big pet peeves in Red Dead Redemption 2. It probably would have been the same in the first game if I had played that game anytime recently. But for sure, when I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2 for the first time, once it came to Steam, sometime after it came out on Steam, and you like hunt animals, you like skin animals and like lean over to loot items off of guys you beat, and you can't skip it, and it's like laborious. Like, you gotta watch Arthur like kneel down and go through the motions like every time, and you might be hunting like hundreds and hundreds of animals if you're going for 100% like I was. You can't skip it, you have to do it. So I remember like specifically trying to angle where I was standing as Arthur so that like the thing he's trying to loot, or like his own body, is on uneven terrain. And if you do that, then the game doesn't know where to place him for the animation to play out in a way that's like makes sense, so it just skips the animation. So I would try to force that to happen so I wouldn't have to watch the animation, even if it took me more time to set up than it would have saved. If that gives you any idea. Boost the chance to obtain items. Ugh. I feel like I had the same issue as Momohime. Start with a ton of money. Very quickly have to start spending it all just to get all the stuff. Phantom 1 income boost. Hey, that's what I need. Unagi. I'm gonna try and keep my blades in order. Wait, I already talked to you.
おやよく来んしゃった。待っとったど。大根だけはたんとあるで持ってけ持ってけ。積もる話もあるでゆっくりしてけ。ところで聞きたいんじゃが、あんた様は
Is this the same lady from early on in Momohime's campaign? Her dialogue reminiscent. I also heard her say daikon. Is that just what a radish is called? I always thought it was a kind of radish. But maybe that's the word for radish in Japanese. I need spirit, but not like so much. Give me udon. My god. You know, I'm not exactly watching the eating animations in this game anymore either. Like, I'm looking at them, but I'm making sure it goes by quickly. Oh, man, though. Some real good, authentic ramen. Oh, that would hit the spot right now. What am I gonna eat for breakfast? I don't even know. What are you gonna eat for breakfast? Viewer? Let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Give me an idea of what to eat for breakfast. Even though it will be weeks from now that this video is out. I need good ideas though, for sure, of like maybe ingredients that I should keep on hand to make like healthier breakfast. God, I have to go so far for this. This episode's gonna be long. And this is with me trying to ignore like fights, escape from fights, beeline it to wherever I need to go, not exactly sitting through all the dialogue like before. Seeing that bamboo get cut. I remember there's like a bamboo cutting mini game of sorts in Skyward Sword, The Legend of Zelda. I have that game on the Switch. I really didn't like it on the Wii, which is where I had originally played it. I played it like right when it came out. Can't talk. And I remember not liking it because of the Wii waggle. I probably have mentioned that before too, but. Yeah, I want to play it on the Switch. See if it's any more entertaining. With regular, normal person controls. God. Traps. Oh, okay. I see them. Interesting though, I don't remember ever seeing those as Momohime. Almost there. Oh no. I should have saved a smoke bomb for this. I guess that wasn't that much XP. Oh, more. I can just run through this area at least. I was watching my XP. I wasn't sure if I was getting XP for destroying these or not. How am I getting turned around? Looking for the item. There it is. Okay, finally. Yeah, I definitely, at the very least, need to make a coffee. But, hey. Kisuke's interesting. I'm liking him more than I was expecting so far. His story is kind of interesting, his fighting style is interesting, his design, now that I'm getting a good look at him, like, he looks cooler than I was kind of giving him credit for in my own mind. I like that his animations are different. I like that his abilities are similar but different to Momohime. It is kind of rough that I'm sort of just playing the same game again, but what can you do? A lot of my favorite games kind of make you do that. But typically I'm not the biggest fan. But excited to see where his story will go and then what the post-game is going to kind of be like. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you very much for tuning in to another episode of Muramasa the Demon Blade with me. And I'll see you at the next one. Peace.